against all odds of how the weather is normally here during this time of year. It's incredibly raining today, and also there are thunderstorms. Couldn't find an umbrella at supermarkets, and I don't know, I started to feel a bit restless. Didn't feel like going into town to look somewhere, so I decided to leave. Wish me luck. I think the orange flag on that pole is my guide. Pretty fast I find myself among some trees, which is nice, and maybe you can hear the thunder also, which is less nice. I packed myself into my poncho. I've been hiking now for 1.5 hours, and suddenly I just got so tired, hungry, angry, sweaty. So right now I'm just sitting down on some boulder and I'm gonna eat something and take a rest. It's kind of slippery. However, the scenery is lovely. It's actually kind of beautiful with all that mist. I think so far I've done 5 kilometers and my hike today is 15, and now I'm going uphill and I already feel super worn out, like, oh, I could definitely stop for the day, but I can't. Actually, I could stop here because you can camp everywhere here in the forest. That's allowed. Foraging, for example, mushrooms is also allowed, but I do not know anything about that. And well, the only rule that you should know about foraging mushrooms is if you don't know about it, don't do it. But I will continue my walk because I'm all about those endorphins that I'll get of the relief when I arrive at Grundsjön. I got pieces of twig, I think, in both my shoes, and I was hoping for them to move to another part of my shoe, but they won't go, and now I gotta remove my shoes. But I've noticed that every time you put your bag on your back, you really have to be gentle, not overstretch a muscle, because I think you can easily hurt yourself by handling a heavy backpack like this wrong. So yeah, that's why putting off my shoe is a little bit of a project. Different kind of landscape now. I am so tired. Like every 200 meters, I think my brain is trying to fabricate an excuse to quit for the day or an hour. But I reminded myself that I need the water that they have at the shelters, because so far I've not seen many rivers or lakes, so I'm gonna have to push myself. I think I'm over halfway now. Just a little tiny bit, but over halfway. Yeah. My first little bit of blue sky since I'm here. In this area, a lot of trees have been cut. Now I will have my second lunch. The spot that I found to have my second lunch is not super romantic, but I just didn't have the energy to go on. Would you look at all that moss? You know, Survivor Man would just take some of that moss and squeeze it into his mouth and get fresh water like that. But I do not yet find myself survival situation. So no need for that yet. I think this means I'm almost there. I'm back in the world of the living, and I'm about to arrive at my first shelter. This is nice. I think you can get clean drinking water here. I found my first shelter. There's some firewood in here. Wow. Turns out I've been here before. Lol. So there's a lovely lake. I think 200 meters from the campsite. And there is a little toilet house here. And I hope this toilet is a little bit cleaner than the one over at the campsite, because there was a Dixie and it was full of maggots. Oh my god, I cannot get that picture off of my retina. They did not clean the toilet upon my arrival, sadly. So I hope this one looks better on the inside. Could be worse. Could be worse. Well, it's 5:30. I had a horrible dip in the lake. And I put up my camp. Lol. I put up my tent halfway inside the shelter because the weather predicts a lot of rain again this night, and maybe even tomorrow morning. And I don't want to be packing a wet tent, so I'd rather have it put up halfway. There's still enough space for me to lay inside, and I think it's time to make my first fire and cook some water and dinner. I do have a gas tank over there, but if I can cook my water without it and save it, that would be nice. Let's try it. Trying to get some of these smaller dry pieces off. I hope that will get it started. Trying not to kill it immediately. Oh, no. it died on me, so I added more twigs and some air, and that's helping it out a lot. First I cooked some rice, and then I added a bean mixture that just needs to warm up a bit, and that will be my dinner. I cannot believe that after doing my dishes I walk into this, well, it looks like a snake, but I think it's in Dutch it's called a hazelworm. It's supposed to be a lizard without arms and feet. I would say that's a snake, but okay. He's completely frozen. Oh, hee, hi! Well, on you go, little friend. I will not disturb you any longer.